Hey, everybody, welcome to today's show. Welcome to Advocate Information Highway. I'm your host, Anthony Lorito-Duke, and we have an interesting topic for today's show in which it is um, the headquarters of uh, City HRA needs to have proper communication with the uh, City HRA offices that are scattered throughout the other boroughs of New York City. And they need to be all on the same page and get their stuff together already. So let's get right into this. Um, this has been happening for basically decades, ladies and gentlemen. And enough is enough already with the New York City HRA headquarters having no communication with the other HRA officers that are located throughout the other boroughs of New York City. Okay? And this needs to stop. You need to have the proper open communication with the other HRA offices throughout the other boroughs of New York City, because otherwise this no communication thing hurts the consumers. It hurts the people. And that's why if any consumers go to their local borough HRA office to apply for benefits or whatever, those HRA workers tell the consumers one story, but if those same consumers go to the New York City HRA headquarters, right, to discuss about those same benefits, the HRA workers at the headquarters in the city tell those same consumers about the same benefits a completely different story. Honestly, completely different story. The crap needs to stop. And this is why so many consumers get fucked over by the HRA offices, because none of the HRA workers know what the fuck they're doing. None of them. Seriously. And it's the saying of the left hand and the right hand don't know what the hell each other are doing. Honestly. And the crap needs to stop. It needs to come to a complete stop and just have proper communication between the HRA city headquarters and all of the other local HRA offices that are throughout the other boroughs of New York City. Honestly, it's a matter of get your brains out of your asses. Start to use your intelligence for once in your fucking lives. Start to do your jobs. And it's the consumers that are the ones that are getting screwed over because there's no communication between the HRA offices, from the headquarters to the local HRA offices throughout the other boroughs of New York City. And you'd think that they would all be on one page, because it's one system, right? But no, they don't do that, because that would be too intelligent to do. So this is why we desperately need for the for the New York City mayor administration to tell these HRA workers, if you don't do your jobs, you don't have a fucking job. Honestly. But they can't do that. The reason why the mayor's office can't do that is because of the fact that the HRA workers are unionized. And basically their unions are saying, you can fuck up all you want to and you can't get into any trouble. But with the exception of if you commit any felonies, like stealing and stuff, then your asses can get arrested. But if you fuck up and give wrong information to the consumers, you can get away with it. Honestly. But we just, and a few years ago, one of the local HRA offices got caught stealing food stamp money from the consumers. And that's why a higher government agency said, we're sending in investigators to go into that local HRA office, which those investigators did. They confiscated all their computers and stuff, and they arrested those HRA workers that were caught stealing food stamp money from the consumers. And then after that got broadcasted out to the public, HRA administration said, wait a minute, we got to take our hands, shove it up our asses, pluck out our fucking brains, start to use intelligence for once in our fucking lives, and start to do our jobs. And we got to keep that HRA office open. We got to get a bunch of other workers in there, to try to and fix all this shit. Seriously. But honestly, and that situation happened a number of years ago, but the fact is it still happened. Okay. And now I'm not saying these HRA workers are stealing money or whatever, but the fact of the matter is they're giving the local HRA offices, not the headquarters, but the local HRA offices are giving false information to the consumers about applying for their benefits and how their benefits, are to be distributed and whatever, and how the payments are to be processed and distributed and whatever. And the workers at the local HRA offices are giving false information. And they're making the consumers go through extra hoops that are not even necessary to do. And they're forcing the consumers to do paperwork that the consumers are not even supposed to be doing. And then because it's the headquarters, the HRA headquarters are telling the consumers, you're not supposed to be doing that paperwork at all. You're not supposed to be doing that paperwork at all. And it's not your local HRA office that processes the payments. It's us. Zero communication. Honestly. Zero. And that's a major problem. And we need the mayor's office to step up and say, fix your shit. Otherwise, you don't have a fucking job. End of story. But that's not going to happen because of the simple fact that these HRA workers are unionized. And the unions are letting them get away with everything. So, but anyways, I want you to remind all my fans out there about the business that my husband and I have together called AWLDNY. The link to there is awldny.com. You guys could check out all the products on there. All the products that you see on there, we actually make ourselves. And I also wanted to remind all my fans out there about my other business, my other website that I have called Advocate Information Highway. The link to there is AIHNY.com. Again, that is AIHNY.com. You guys could check out all the pages on there, and on the homepage of my website of Advocate Information Highway, you'll see the link to my internet store on Zazzle.com, in which I designed a lot of products and they're up for sale on there. Also, on the homepage of my website of Advocate Information Highway, you'll see the links to the 2 books that I wrote. And if you guys follow those links, you guys could check out and purchase both of my books as well. And so with that, take care, everybody. Bye.